Hello, 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 hello. Mi sentite? How are you, my friends? Happy Friday to you all. I hope you are well. Spero che vi trovo in buona salute e buona forma. Scrivetemi yes se mi sentite. Normalmente non ho toccato niente. Dovrebbe funzionare. If it works, normally it takes about 20 seconds, 30 seconds for the YouTube to arrive via satellite to your homes. Ditemi yes, si mi sentite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, cool. Good, 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 good. How are you guys? I'll just start to say hello to everybody, see who's here. Thank you so much for coming. I know that you're busy, I know, immagino che avete tanto da fare. Volevo solo fare un video della mia reazione alle vostre opere, ai vostri lavori. ehm, e poi ho detto, ma faccio dal vivo, è più veloce per me, e poi chi c'è, chi vuole venire c'è. Buongiorno Sofia, how are you, my friend? I hope you... Ho ricevuto qualcosa da te. Non ho visto, adesso guardiamo le email, però Giulia Mora ho ricevuto, grazie mille. Hi Matilde, anche te. Are you well? I hope you're all well. Ciao Matti, dice Sofia. Hello, hello, hello. Good, good. You're all fine. Hello Carlotta, thank you very much. I received your... Non ho ascoltato ancora niente, volevo proprio ascoltare con voi. Vedete la mia reazione, tutto trasparente, tutto, e vi spiego esattamente il mio ragionamento. And I'll explain my thinking about my evaluation of your work, you know? So, Sophia says, hi, Prof. Yes, I'm fine. How are you doing? I'm good. Thank you, Sophia. I'm good. I'm happy it's Friday and it's the 21st, or yesterday was the 21st. So I'm changing project, but I'll talk about that at the end, okay? I'm not busy, but while I was waiting, I was going over the story since after her, or the question later. I know that makes sense to you. It doesn't make sense to me. I was going over the story since after, but I don't know what you mean, Sophie. Sorry. Sorry. Hello, Federica. How are you? Are you well? I received your email. Hello, Martina. How are you? Martina, ho ricevuto qualcosa da te? Dopo guardiamo. Hello Alice, ho ricevuto. Hello Ginevra, Ceruti, so che devi scappare, allora faccio il tuo per primo. Ok, devi andare dal dentista. Hello Ariana, how are you? Ho ricevuto ieri. Hello Federico, mi hai mandato, buongiorno Federico, mi hai mandato il lavoro di aprile questa settimana. Cosa devo fare? Questo mese è un lavoro spoken, not written. Non lo so, dopo ne parliamo quando arrivo a te. Hello, Daniele Fusilo, how are you, brother? I hope you're well. Non ho sentito, è la prima volta che leggo il tuo nome, penso, non lo so. Hello, Ludovica, how are you? I got your email today, yes. Hello, Sophia Margarini, are you well? I hope you're well. Got your email, yes, I did. Yes, okay, hang on. So let's see what Sophia says. And you instead, and you also, no, I'm not busy, but while I was waiting, I was going over history because after me, I have, okay, you have a esame, okay. You have a history exam. At what time? Alle 3? Ditemi quanto tempo avete perché io vado avanti, ci sono tanto. Hello, Chiara Moya. How are you, my friend? I got your... you have a lovely... I started to listen. You have a lovely... Reagisco quando lo leggo, però you have a very compelling way of telling a story. I really enjoyed listening to you. Hello, Denise. How are you? Also da te? Ho ricevuto qualcosa, penso di sì. Hello Elisabetta, anche te, grazie mille, ho ricevuto il tuo lavoro anche scritto. Hello, ok prof. Hello Olivia, ho ricevuto oggi. Hello Lorenzo, ho ricevuto. Thank you, man. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, 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 yes. Hello Anna, chi c'è altro? You still haven't sent it to me because you have to finish posting within these days, ok? Ok. Vi spiego il mio ragionamento dopo, però ok, Sofia, no problem. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. It's for you guys. It's not for me. That's the mentality we need to change. It's not for me. You know, so sorry to me doesn't exist. Non esiste. Ok, alle 3, allora vado avanti subito, alle 3 avete lezione. Posso alzare il volume? Ma certo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Va meglio, va meglio. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Is this better? So anyway, this is what we were working on, and this is the project for May, yes? So here is my screen. So I just want to share this with you and show you that this is the Cambridge scale. Okay, these are the levels of any language. Okay, comments. Solo some volunteers. We have the question of 4, not 3. The others another day. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, you volunteered to be tested. Well done, bravi voi. So anyway, look at this. You can see A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So C2 is proficiency. You can, it's like mother tongue English. C1 is working English. B1 and B2 are excellent levels. What we're looking for is A2. Okay? I would like B1. I think some of you can go to B1. But A2 is the aim at the end of Scuola Media, Meglio si sente meglio? Speruma di sì. Anyway, so I'm going to start and listen to some work. Okay, so we're going to start with Ginevra. If I can find her. So here's my email. This is what I do when I receive an email with this. So I go to my inbox and I search for 2A May 20, and it gives me all of the emails that oh look, I got one here from Elisa. Hello Elisa, just arrived. Beautiful. So I'm going to tag that. This is perfect because I can click here and I can add to the label 2A May 20. Boom. Then when I click on that label, I have all of the emails regarding this subject. This was my thinking. This was how I can recognize better. Here's Martina Brigante. Beautiful. Stanno arrivando adesso. Ottimo. Anche te, Martina, ti aggiungo al label. Thank you so much. Boom. Ok, vado nel label. Then, Prof, some volunteers. We have the question of 4. Okay, it's not the question, it's the exam. The exam is the word. But thank you, Sophia. That's very clear. Practically from 4 onwards, but I don't know until what time. Anyway, vado avanti io, così finiamo più presto possibile, giusto? Ok, so, dove Ginevra? Ecco, ascoltiamo te per prima, Ginevra, se devi scappare, scappi tranquillamente. Ascoltiamo tutti, vediamo. Download, I don't want to download. Oh, I did, yeah, I do. I need to download this. Come avete fatto voi con i problemi di computer? Perché mi ha cambiato la vita. Ok, ascoltiamo. Dovrebbe andare bene.
Coco Chanel is my favorite fashion designer. Her timeless design is still popular today. She was born in 1883 in France. Around the age of 20, she became involved with Etienne Balsan, who helped her start an important business in Paris, opening her first shop in Paris in 1910. Chanel started out selling hats. Later, she opened a store in another city and began making clothes. Her success came from a dress she fashioned out of an old jersey on a chilly day. She once told, "My fortune is built on that old jersey I'd put on because it was cold in Deauville." In the 20s, she launched her first parfum, Chanel No. 5, which led her to an unstoppable success. Another 20s revolutionary design was Chanel's little black dress. It showed how chic it could be as evening dress. In 1925, Coco Chanel introduced the now legendary Chanel suite with collars, jacket, and well-fitted skirt. Her design was revolutionary for the time. She helped women say goodbye to the days of corset. The outbreak of World War II forced her to close her business and she shut down her shops. At the age of 17 in 1950, she made a triumphant comeback to the fashion war. Her easy fitting design won over shoppers around the world. She created a very successful fashion empire, known all around the world, and she gave birth to a very elegant style. She is a very famous figure and she has become an icon in the fashion world. As a matter of fact, her life became the basis for the Broadway musical Coco. Moreover, several biographies about her life have been written and a lot of movies have been made. After her death in 1971, the Koga Foundation managed her business. Now, the owner is Virgin Viard.
Good stuff, Ginevra. Now, I'm just going to show you the scale I'm using. I haven't got a digital copy, volevo farvi vedere, però vedete che c'è grammar and vocabulary, pronunciation and interactive communication. Now, si può anche non parlare di interactive communication, che non stiamo parlando, però hai presentato e si può parlare di grammar and vocab e di pronuncia, giusto? So, at a sufficient level, you can show sufficient control of simple grammatical forms. Penso che hai facilmente acquisto questo. Is mostly intelligible despite limited control of phonological frequency. So that's a 3. Okay? That's a 3, what I've just read out. Okay? So I'm tending towards a 4 because see the difference between 3 and 5 is shows sufficient control and shows a good degree of control. Uses a range of appropriate vocabulary. So you're heading towards a 5 here in A2 level spoken English, Ginevra. You're heading towards a 5. So you're one of the people that I would like to see working towards B1 on this scale, on this scale that I showed you. I'll show you here. So you're on A2 here, okay, and you've easily acquired those spoken levels. But if you push, you have the opportunity to go to B1. And like I said before, guys, this is not for me. You know what I mean? Like at the moment, the way we are, because tutti siamo promossi, prof è sfocato. Scusa, adesso meglio? Adesso meglio? È sfocato se tengo così? Sì, lo so. Però cercavo una versione digitale di questo, non l'ho trovato. Comunque, so that's the story, okay? So yeah, I'd like you to see Ginevra, to see you heading towards a B1. Comunque sul Reggio questi giorni metto A per te perché hai acquisito queste competenze. Non è la mia valutazione, è tutto scritto, no? So un A per me è acquisito e allora metto dopo. Grazie mille Ginevra, andiamo avanti, vediamo chi c'è nell'email dopo. Where's the email? Where's my email? There it is. Cool. So thank you, Ginevra. Who do we have next? We did Deva the other day. Listen to Elizabeth. Elizabeth, let's have a listen. No, scusi, ha spostato la prof. Ok, sì, perché mi hai scritto oggi. Ok. Which one of this is it? Let's try this.
The majority of the women accused were innocent.
Oh
Often
yeah,
these
sorry,
are
the first one.
midwives or elders.
First one. This was interesting.
Hi Prof.
Hiya.
For my project on the rebirth theme, I decided to talk about a very particular,
Grazie a te, Ginevra.
dark and unique topic, the witch hunting of the 15th and 16th centuries. All start to people who, if their life is bad, for they is not their fault, but is for a black magic or things like that.
Now here, this is why I asked you to send the written thing, because I had difficulty to understand in what you're trying to say here, Elizabeth, okay?
And for they, like 50,000 people died. Of these, 80% is women. For the Catholic Church, which do not exist, they are only the result of superstition. However, this was not always the dominant position, and for a long time in Europe and in various countries of the world, the phenomenon of witch hunting occurred. Only a smart minority of these people will be processed for real crimes.
And then we have part two.
The majority of the women accused were innocent. Often these are midwives or elders. These were traditional figures dedicated to care with medicinal plants and simple medicine, who joined the official one. She could also be considered a witch for a completely irrelevant aspect, for pure superstition.
Hello, funziona. Non ci credo. Non ci credo. Fa niente, comunque abbiamo perso 20 minuti. Non so cosa fare. Adesso eravate in 30, adesso siete in 6. Allora, yeah! Ciao Federica. Technology mi fa strappare i capelli. Yes, hi, yes, we're back, we're back, we're back. Come volete voi? Vado avanti. Elizabeth, that was cool. I just think that you need to work on your pronuncia and you need to take a breath more when you're writing or when you're reading. Aspetta che chiudo. Hello, hello. Hey, look, we're 16 back. Allora continuiamo. Cosa dite? We go ahead? Ok, va adesso, scusate. Non so cosa è successo. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, Elisabetta, where are you? Hi, are you here, Elisabetta? Ok, ok, no problem. Anna, non c'è ora va, sì, ora va. Yes, now it's working. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did right and I don't know what I did wrong. Sapete quando si risolve e non capisci cosa ha fatto? Ho fatto qualcosa di giusto? Ho fatto qualcosa di sbagliato? Non lo so. So, okay, here we go. So, Elisabetta, hi. So, I just think you need to work on your pronuncia. Now, take a breath and see the words, you know? Get used to the words. Again, I repeat, this is a muscle, you know? The more you use it, the better you get. It's just like playing football, it's like playing chess. The more you do it, the better you get, you know? So, ti direi di crearti un contesto, di create yourself a context that you can better develop your English spoken skills. And, you know, because you need the context to do it. When we're in an Italian speaking context, quando siamo nel contesto di parlare italiano, il cervello sceglie l'italiano. So, l'idea di creare un contesto che si può parlare in inglese. We need to create the context that we can use our English. And this takes a risk. Però, come dico, è per voi questo, non è per me. Sai quando mi dite sorry, niente, avete anche 100% il diritto di dire ok, questi obiettivi qua non mi sento pronto di farli. I don't feel ready to do these objectives in this project. Can I do them in the next project? And that is totally cool, you know? That's completely cool. Anyway, vado avanti. Brava, Elizabeth. Ho voglia di metterti un B, però hai acquisito la cosa perché hai presentato la cosa. Ho voglia di metterti un B in regola perché non capivo tutto. Cosa dici? Sono d'accordo con te. Se vuoi che metto un A perché hai fatto cosa ti ho chiesto, no? Hai acquisito le competenze, hai raccontato una storia molto interessante e molto coinvolgente come storia, solo che avevo un po' di difficoltà. Un po' di difficoltà a capirti. Cosa dici, Elisabetta? Non metto niente senza vostro accordo, ovviamente, no? What do you think, Elisabetta? Anyway, vado avanti. E vediamo chi c'è altro. Allora, torno nei email. Uguale? Ok, e per te, Elisabetta, non è per me è uguale anche per me. Soprattutto questi giorni che un A, visto che non lo so, non so se parlo fuori turno, if I speak out of turn, but I think an A equals an E these days. I don't know. It's for you that you need to acquire the skills, as I said, mi ripeto adesso, però vado avanti. So I need to go back to my email. I had closed everything. Per te è uguale onestamente? Sì, per me è uguale onestamente. Ehm, onestamente ho difficoltà a capire la direzione di tutti quanti, ehm, non lo so, non lo so, non lo so, non voglio, I don't want to speak out of turn. Okay, so Gmail. Now, here we go. Let's do it again. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I just received from Martina and from Elisa. Good work. Good work. So, I want to go to that. Yes, go there. Go there. Beautiful. So, where was I? I'm going to listen to Carlotta now, if that's okay. The Sistine Chapel, because I saw the title and I know that you have to run away at 3 o'clock, so I'll do this. I'll listen to yours now, Carlotta. Hello. Ah, voi ne sentite? Aspetta. Biron.
Hello, Ray.
Hello.
This is the story of the birth of Sistine Chapel. Around 1477, Pope Sixtus I decided to build his Magna Chapel and called in the Florentine architect Baccio Pontelli. The chapel resembles a fortress, solid and austere, with tall and narrow windows and no decorations. Its dimensions are 30 meters long, 13 meters wide, and 21 in the center of the vault. Pope Sixtus I personally decided the internal decoration, and best artist of that time was called to make the work. The chapel was consecrated to the Assumption of the Virgin Mary on August 15, 1483. Sixtus I died in 1484. In 1504, Pope Julius II called Michelangelo Buonarroti to repair the ceiling ruined by cracks. He was commissioned to paint 9 scenes from Genesis, together with the figures of prophets, sibyls and assessors of Christ. The surface is very large. To reach the ceiling, Michelangelo built a scaffold made up of a simple wooden platform. It was made large steps so as to reach every part of the vault comfortably. The artist completed the fresco in 1511, taking less than 4 years. The vault is a wonderful masterpiece. It's a hymn to the human body, to its strength, beauty, expressive ability. The colors are bright, shining and iridescent. After the death of Pope Julius II, Michelangelo was commissioned by Pope Paul III to renovate the paintings on the altar wall. Between 1536 and 1541, Michelangelo created the painting which was called The Last Judgment. In the center there is Christ, the judge depicted with the right hand raised, in the act of expressing the judgment. Next to him there is the Virgin Mary. Around there are apostles, prophets, martyrs, and figures from the Old Testament, arranged in double crown. At the bottom right we find the angels and demons, further down Charon, who accompanies the damned, as described in Dante's Divine Comedy. In the painting, there are many naked bodies, wanted by Michelangelo to represent the resurrection of the flesh. Even before the end of the work, many were scandalized, and after the artist's death, some figures considered more indecent were covered. Bye, Ray.
Thank you very much, Carlotta. That was beautiful. Very interesting story and very well told. Thank you. Obviously, that's an A, and I think you're one of the students that I would consider to think, as we looked at the picture of the B1. It's something you should consider before you finish scuola media. Prima di finire scuola media potresti arrivare a livello B1, anche B2. Okay, bravissima. Thank you so much. I love your pronuncia of the TH, the death. It's a beautiful pronuncia and it's a good sign. So I'm happy. Again, I'm using my Cambridge scales. You know what I mean? Non è che invento io, non è il mio opinione. Avete acquisito questi livelli. Ok, so andiamo avanti. Thank you very much, Carlotta. Vedi sfocato. Cosa vedi sfocato, Daniel? I'll try to change that if I can. It looks okay on my side, but it could be problems with connection. I don't know. Is that better? Is that better? I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to listen to Lorenzo. Lorenzo. So you sent me the written, okay, the story of downhill, and you've written about bikes. Okay, let's listen and let's see if we can follow. I don't want to download it, but okay. Oh, it's a movie. That's why. That's why. I like your innovation, guys. Avete cercato modo di mandarmi queste registrazioni molto interessanti. So, questo va.
The history of downhill. The very first tracks of downhill date back to the second half of 17, where in 1976 a purely downhill race was held in Fairfax, California. From that moment on, competition of this type became more and more frequent both at the amateur and at the competitive level. At the time, bicycles were minimally rooted on a level of absorption of vibration at that level, and it was soon noticed that they were not sufficiently efficient. To solve this problem, however, it took several years. Bikes. The downhill bikes are full suspension. They have a front shock absorber generally from 200 mm and a rear one in which the full stroke varies from 200 mm to 240 mm. The wheels are 27.5 inches, but the 29 wheels are also used, with width between 2.40 and 2.70. The frame is made of carbon and can weigh up to 5 kilograms. Very powerful brakes. The gears
I'm just going to stop that there and I'm going to read it, Lorenzo, okay? Per sentire la pronuncia. Downhill bikes are bi-cushioned. They have a front shock absorber, generally from 200 millimeters, and the rear one, which the full stroke varies from 200 millimeters to 240 millimeters. The wheels are 27.5 inches, but the 29-inch wheels are also used with a width. Hai scelto una parola difficile a pronunciare, in width, between 2.40 and 2.70. The frame is, now watch this word, the frame is made up of carbon and can weigh, even my wife, anche mia moglie che è italiana sbaglia questa parola, weigh, it's not weigh, it's weigh, okay, up to 5 kilos. Very powerful brakes. Now the same thing again, Lorenzo. You know, I can feel that you're wanting, hai voglia di parlare, hai voglia di esprimerti in inglese, però visto che non è un muscolo allenato, si sente che fai fatica, no? Però, detto questo, I love the effort. I love the effort, and I'm looking at, again, the Cambridge scale, and you do show sufficient control of simple grammatical forms, use appropriate vocabulary, and you are mostly intelligible, mostly per la grande percentuale ti si capisce. Hai acquisito queste competenze. Io metterei un B sul Regel perché hai ancora problemi no problemi, sfide di pronuncia che devi superare, però this is up to you. Se preferisci A perché hai acquisito le competenze, la metto A, non ho problemi. Thank you very much, Lorenzo. Vado avanti. Chi prendo adesso? Chi è la prossima? Ascoltiamo. No. Aspetta, sto guardando anche le primarie. Vediamo. Oh, beautiful. Lovely. This is Andrea. Nice. Okay, Andrea sent me the story of a chair. Thank you so much. Wow, pages and pages and pages of the story of a chair. Non vedo l'ora di leggerlo stasera. Looks interesting. Thank you, Andrea. I like it. I like your attitude. So, and you told beautiful. I want to hear this. So let's listen to Andrea.
Hello, Ray.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Today I'm gonna talk about the Savonarola.
You have beautiful English, Andrea. You have beautiful English.
The Savonarola is a folding chair made of wood, made of serpentine curved elements crossed in a X shape. The term Savonarola derives from the name of Girolamo Savonarola, from whose time the chair of this type still preserved in his cell at the convent of San Marco in Florence, in which he lived from 1482 to death, old date. Although it is not typically liturgical furnishings, it is used in churches as a seat for priests. The Savonarola as a mobile seat is in liturgical use, must be covered according to the liturgical colors of the day, and must be used by the celebrant. The structure of this seat, very simple and functional, is probably of Roman origin. The closet's model is in fact the sella curulis, used as a symbol of judiciary.
Scusami un attimo che guardo la parola, non ho capito. Ah, the sella, vedi, è una parola in latino. So we would say in English the sella curalis, used as a symbol of the judiciary. The Savonarola chair was born in the... I love that you wrote about a chair. Adoro. Sì, ok, faccio subito, Olivia, il tuo lavoro. Ok, non c'è problema, faccio subito dopo. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you very much, Andrea. Obviously, you've obviously acquired the skills. You show a good degree of control of simple grammatical forms. You use a range of appropriate vocabulary, and you are mostly intelligible and has some control. You have some control of phonological features at utterance and word levels. Ok, allora sei già più o meno a livello spoken, sei a livello 5. Aspetta, faccio... This is a 5 in A2, so ci sei già più, mamma mia. Sì, si vede sfocato, lo so. No, non so. Ok, so ci sei già a livello A2, per me però puoi spingere ancora di più. And you can hear that c'è ruggine when you speak Italian, Andrea, when you speak English. C'è questa fatica, no? Più lo fai, più facile è, non lo so, ok? Thank you very much, Andrea. Vado subito a Olivia allora perché ditemi chi altro deve scappare in tedesco. Tutti quanti forse? Non lo so. Dove sei? Olivia? No, è arrivata da Daniela, no? Dove sei? Scusami. Anaoa, Silvia, Ludovica, Arianna. No, è oggi che ho ricevuto. Ah, eccola, ecco. Thank you, Andrea, and I love your sense of humor, man. You sent me the story of a chair, 2 chairs, e dopo leggo l'altro. Grande. Tedesco, sì, non c'era... Ah, storia o tedesco, non ho capito. Alle 3 dovete scappare. E anch'io dopo la lezione con la primaria. Ok, ascoltiamo Olivia e vediamo cosa ci dice lei. A beautiful accent, I started to listen earlier. Anche voi dovete scappare, ok. Ma io continuo con questo video, potete guardare dopo, ok? Farò così, se dovete scappare, I will put a timestamp, capite il timestamp? Potete mettere il tuo nome e l'ora al quale ho parlato di te. Provo di fare così, ok? Ok, anche voi, anche
Good
te
morning,
Giulia.
Ray. For
Hello
this
Olivia.
project, I decided to talk about my cat and the birth of her puppies. It's June, but it's already very hot. Me, my mom, and my sister Emma are in the garden to get some fresh. With us, but very distant, there is Tabata, a stray cat who has just arrived at our house.
Tabitha,
We
nice.
feed her, but she still doesn't trust us. Lately, she is a little fat. Emma thinks
She's a little
she's
fat.
pregnant.
Tutti quanti.
Tabata, strangely, approaches us. It's very nervous. She continually enters and comes at the bush. Emma sits on the ground and Tabata lies between her legs mewing. This evening,
Meowing.
she even lets be cursed. Suddenly, she runs under the usual bush and, mewing, she seems to be calling us. We approach and we see that her belly is moving. Emma
Scusate, sto leggendo, dovete andare. If you have to go, go. If anybody has to go to storia o tedesco, cinese, russo, io sto imparando il russo questi giorni. Ja, no. Mina zavut rei. Ja muzikant iriski. Как дела? No, sto imparando veramente. Anyway, ok, se dovete andare non c'è problema, ragazzi.
She is giving a birth. My mom calls the vet, who explains her to how deal with the babies and the cat. While Emma curses Tabata, 3 beautiful kittens are born. Tabata is tired, so my mom has cut the umbilical cord of the puppies. We put them in a kennel with a very soft blanket. Now Tabata is a little wary. She wants to protect her kittens, but when she sees that we are bringing the kennel into the garage, she follows us and nestles next to them.
Nestles, nice.
The kittens seems to be doing well, but after a couple of days, unfortunately, one of them dies. Roscio and Quesadilla, 2 sissies, survive. Beautiful kittens were born that day, but their mom is also reborn. After living alone on the street, she finds a home to sleep in, food, and, above all, lots of cares and love.
What a nice story. What a nice story, rebirth. Cool. Good stuff. A bit sad, but good. So Tabitha had kittens. Excellent. Good work, Olivia. Now, obviously, a livello pronuncia si può lavorare, però again, you're like, you show a good degree of simple grammatical forms. You use a range of appropriate vocabulary when talking about situations. You're mostly intelligible. Sometimes you eat the words, especially with your oars, but that comes, Una cosa che volevo dirvi, io guardo cosa potete fare, ok? Non cosa non potete fare. Non è il mio lavoro, il mio punto di vista di giudicare cosa non potete fare e per voi, seguendo questo, to evaluate what you can do. That's my job, I think. Ok? So, Matilde, tutto bene? Ok, hai tedesco? Ok. Ok, dovete... io vado avanti e poi se dovete scappare, scappate. Io sono qua fino alle 4, che ho una lezione con la primaria. Chi ascoltiamo ancora? Ludovica, dai.
Rebirth.
Rebirth.
These 2 lockdown months of stay at home without school, standard time, without the possibility to go out of our quarter was a very big surprise. I've discovered a new way to pass the time.
Thank you, Olivia. Bye to you.
Life, where all the habits sound real ancient and complicated habits. Almost every day at 6 p.m., I used to go around the streets near my home with my dad and my neighbor's little friends. We discovered that a lot of animals live there. None of us has ever discovered such creatures before. We socialized with two nice donkeys, a funny black dog which always stays at the window to say hello, a big turkey, some geese, most of all, a beautiful white horse. From the beginning, our favorite was the horse. His name is Jack, but we didn't know his real name during the first day, so we started to call him Stracciatellos due to his white fur that has some black points. And the beginning we used the glance at him from outside the metal fence. Then Jack's owner, Mr. Marino, kindly offered to us to enter the gate every time we like in order to stay close to our beloved horse. We usually offer to Jack some carrots and some apples, and he eats them very quickly because he is very greedy. I think I loves us too because he seems to be happy when we are with him.
Great stuff. Good stuff, Ludovica. That's really good. There's a few pronuncia problems. Sometimes you add a H sound to a vowel. So aggiungi un like hi, ham, and then you forget it to say im, like H-I-M, lo dimentichi, no? Però è un problema comune degli italiani, non so perché spinge sulle i vocali e dimentica il im, tipo io sono Ray Effernan, non Heffernan, no? Comunque, no, per me brava Ludovica, you show a good degree of control, appropriate vocabulary, and you're mostly intelligible. You know, so you're up at A2 level already. Sei già a livello di A2 già. Sei già a livello di 2 già. Bravissima. Thank you very much, Ludovica. Cerco... that's Anna. No, dove è my label? Ascolto Matilde Poletti.
Hello, Prof.
Hello.
Before DEX 16, DEX school was an optional course. The real school started from the 60s. The activities program in found in the emphasis given to play, to free and organize individual or group work, to the responsibility or pupil, as well as the need to move from the pupil's experience and to link training courses and social fabric. From the late 16th, this model began to be criticized for the patriarchal vision of childhood based on intuition fantasy, feeling to the determinant of the cognitive and rational comportment of the personality. The vision or single teacher, expert in all years of elementary technique. The pro-Catholic approach to the programs. The
So
provost
the
else
pro-Catholic approach, ok, ci sono tanti C qua, capisco che suonano diversamente. The pro-Catholic approach.
bind the single. Their 3-year free and compulsory middle school is a law of primary importance for the
Primary.
Italian school, which establishes the end of the class segregation, started with the fascism and the most important effort for the constitution of social equality. The new middle school.
Now I just want to let you listen to something here from Matilde. There's bits of your English, Matilde, that you know so well that it sounds natural. Okay, I'm just going to show this again.
Elchibind the single. Their 3-year free and compulsory middle school is a law of primary importance
Qua.
for the Italian school, which establishes the end of the class segregation, started with the fascism and the most important.
You see this? Like suddenly you come across a word that you know well and it sounds really natural. Suona veramente naturalmente quando arrivi alle parole. L'idea è di fare tutta la frase così, no? Più lo diciamo, più diventa naturale. Si capisce? Avete sentito la differenza nell'inglese?
Effort for the constitution of social equality.
No problem, Lorenzo. Vai, buon weekend.
The new middle school was born to provide everyone with the same education.
Che è successo? Boh, si è fermato. Okay, anyway, that's good. That's great. Now, like I said, there's bits of your English that sound almost mother tongue because they just come so naturally. You know, ti vengono più naturalmente. So the idea is to grow the sentence so you can say all of this in that natural way. You know? It's like you arrive at certain words, è come se arrivi su qualche parole e non so dirlo, allora a very important thing, the thing that primary, you know? So this is just a question of getting used to it. And nascita della scuola, interessante, only in the 60s. But non sapevo. Anyway, thank you very much. So now I will change Matilde and I will look for Matilde Monti. Where are you? 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 The tags, this one. Where are you? There we go. Okay.
The birth of Jeepers meeting. Everything started from the passion of one person for Jeep vehicles. 20 years ago, BR1 founded a very small group of his closest friends with the same passion. The first meeting was in 2003 with 60 Jeeps. They called it Jeepers Meeting. Since its foundation, they promoted Jeepers Meeting online and with posters in the nearby Maggiora. Every year, these aficionados meet in Maggiora around the autocross track. Over the years, they have created different trails in the woods according to the difficulties: blue, red, and black trail. The first track was mountain, then Sherwood, and the last one is Showtime. Showtime is a path with rocks, logs, hills, mood, and deep holes. In 2010, the staff created a WhatsApp group in order to split their task, to check and clean the trails, to put online the enrollment, and to order first aid kits. 5 months before the annual meeting, the staff opens the online enrollments. Jeepers register their vehicle and the number of participants. This single brand meeting is held every year at the end of June and lasts 4 days. Every annual meeting has a theme. Last year, for example, it was
Anche qua, vedi, come... aspetta.
every annual meeting has a theme.
Every annual meeting has a team. Or is it as a team che vuoi dire? Vedete che ogni tanto dimentichiamo la H all'inizio quando ci deve essere e la aggiungiamo quando c'è hi, ha, ho, no? You know what I mean? So, hi, ha,
Last
ho.
year, for example, it was peace and love. When the participants arrive
Okay, a theme. A tema has a theme. Okay, so every annual meeting has a theme. Okay, little bits of pronuncia così può cambiare la frase, no? Vai, credo in te. Non vuoi? Va bene.
is held every year at the end of June and lasts 4 days. Every annual meeting has a theme. Last year, for example, it was peace and love. When the participants arrive on Tuesday, the staff gives them a number, the route with the different trails, the timetable, the t-shirt, the symbol of team, a bracelet and a plate of team. Tuesday night, there is a nocturnal round and it is really stunning. You can see a caravan of jeeps with their headlights on in the woods from Maggiora to Gargallo. During the weekend, participants have fun on the trails. The staff checks that they all wear their seat belts and have the first aid kits with them. On Friday night, there is a rock concert and they play the Jeepers meeting anthem. On Saturday night, there is the themed party. Everybody
The themed.
dresses up. On Sunday, there is the prize ceremony. The prizes are for the most beautiful Jeep, the most original, the most elaborated, the most technological, and the Jeep that's come from far away. During these 4 days in Maggiora, everybody feels the experience of being part of a big family. We camp in Maggiora. We have
Bye, Sofia. 2 minuti fa. Io ho le lezioni alle 4, posso continuare le lezioni con lei. Prof, devo andare. Bye bye. Ciao. Okay, Sofia, have a nice
fun
weekend.
and sing together. My dad passed on me his passion for Jeep, and I'm proud of being a member of the Jeepers Meeting Club.
That's great, Matilda. Thank you. Now, lo sai, you're beautiful English. Sei proprio on the edge of speaking English full time. You know what I mean? You just need to iron out these little pronuncia errors, but the only way you can get to that perfect, not perfect pronuncia, però pronuncia solida, is by using it, speaking more and more and more. And I know you want to. I can see that you want to speak English. It's just about how can you create a context around yourself that you can use English every day, you know, even for 10 minutes a day. I don't know. It's a muscle, you know. Thank you very much. And that's interesting. I knew nothing about the Jeepers meeting. And if there's a rock concert, mi interessa. Anyway, thank you so much. Yes, che puoi sentire il mio? Yes, I can, Federica. I can listen straight away to yours. If you want me to listen straight, let me know. Where are you, Federica? You are Stefania Babaglia, yes. Cool. All right, let's listen to Federica.
Hello, Prof.
Hello.
In these rainy days, I thought
I would do my research in the water cycle, which is
water
one of the
cycle,
most
nice.
important phenomena for the presence of life, both animal and vegetables, on our planet. The water of lakes and seas with a heat
Preciso solo per precisare, non è un critico, è solo che quando dici animal and vegetables, la parola suggerisce patate, broccoli, cavolfiori, you know what I mean? Animal and vegetable è la famiglia de piante, no? Animal and vegetable. Se dici vegetables, cambia il senso, però è una piccola cosa.
of the most important phenomena for the presence of life, both animal and vegetables, on our planet. The water of lakes and seas with a heat related
Perché ti fermi?
The water of lakes and seas with a heat released
Thank you, Matilde. Thank you. A very interesting
by
story.
the sun evaporates and begins to rise higher and higher. Here, the temperatures begin to drop, and
This
with
is
the
interesting
cold,
to
the
me,
water
scusa
vapor
se ti interrompo sempre, però hai detto higher and higher. Occhio? Sentite?
and higher.
Aspetta.
Here, on our planet. The water of lakes and seas with a heat released by the sun evaporates and begins to rise higher and higher.
Higher and higher.
Here, the temperatures begin to drop, and with the cold, the water vapor condenses, turning into clouds. The water, when it accumulates inside them, starts, for the weight, to falling down, causing it to rain. If the temperatures are very low, the rain can become snow or freeze and become hail.
Occhio come pronuncia questa parola temperature. Temperature. You're putting the accent on temperature. Temperate. The accent or the emphasis is on the start of the word. Temperature. Okay? Or we'd even say temperature.
In the mountains at high altitudes, snow accumulates forming glaciers. These melt in the spring as the water returns to
E si ferma.
the liquid state, forming streams, creating rivers which then flow into the sea or can penetrate the ground, creating underground aquifers or water sources deep. So, the water that falls on Earth can take several
Earth.
roads, but coming to the sea, the ride starts again. The water cycle is in fact a natural phenomenon that has always existed and is infinity. Bye!
Bye Federica, thank you so much. Now, potrei essere più no, più critico perché tu anche te hai acquisito questo livello A2 in spoken, no? E ti potrei spingere verso B1, B2 anche te. You just need to create a context that you can use the words more. You have even more of these sentences that you can read through easily, and then you stop at words that you're not familiar with. The more you read or the more you speak, the more words you are familiar with. So there's no more pauses. Do you understand? You know, so potrei solo essere più critico per migliorare, per spingerti, però a livello A2 ci sei, a livello spoken secondo me, no? Anche di più, sei già nel B1 Federica. No? A livello perché is mostly intelligible è il massimo della pronuncia a livello A2 is mostly per la maggioranza del tempo ti si capisce, però con te non lo so, ok? Se volevo essere severo, sai, vado nei dettagli, temperature, no, you know what I mean? If I wanted to be severe, but, you know, you're there. Good stuff, Federica. Thank you so much. But you know this, you know what I mean? Maybe yourself and Matilde, I see that you're friends. Call each other in English. 10 minutes just to speak, just to laugh about it, you know, to get used to using the sounds. I don't know. Okay, vado avanti, vado avanti. Ludovica is done and she was perfect. Well done, Ludo. I want to listen to Anaoa. Let's see how you're doing, Anna. I don't know if you're here. Siamo solo in 10. Però vado avanti così sarà registrato.
Hello, I'm Anna. This is my
Hello.
work, The
Hello.
Growth of Communities Laudato Si. Laudato Si is a group of communities all over the world born to spread Pope Francis' ecological message. This group was presented in Rome on the 16th March 2018. Pope Francis directed his attention to the ecological crisis and his commitment has always been very strong. He reminded
Occhio qua, vedete Anaoa is always. Non c'è una che all'inizio di always, no? C'è una che all'inizio di him, che Ludovica ha fatto questo errore, no? Spesso si trova questo errore. Dovete solo, again, practice, practice, practice.
us that our economic system and the interests of the states are the causes of the deterioration.
There we go again. We're going to stop, are we? Is this the game we're going to play? Computer? No, no. Why did you do that? Perché mi hai fatto così? Perché ti ho chiesto? Vi trovate a sgridare il computer tanto questi giorni? Io mi passo ore. Dove eravamo? Scusate.
Hello, Mons Domenico Pompili. A new idea was born. No more injustice or difference between one people and another. New local communities were born to help the weakest
Assolutamente Alice, sì sì.
people, and they took their name after Comunità Laudato Si. People have understood that all creatures are connected and they are dependent on one another.
See, this is the thing. Sorry, I know it is ti interrompo. What's the word she said? Dependent. Beautiful word, and it's correct. But in English we say dependent. Now, questo, ripeto, sono dettagli anche per più alto in questa scala, però non vorrei che iniziamo a prendere, sai, come io fino alla settimana scorsa dicevo rinascita, quando è rinascita, no? Però nel vostro orecchio senti la differenza, rinascita. Voi sentite un accento sulla quando non c'è, no? O pronuncio sempre, adesso lo faccio per gioco con i bambini, dico cipolla o cipolla e loro mi correggono, non so neanche come si dice. But, you know, dependent? No, dependent. It's just a questione di abituarsi.
Habits can be changed, but together in order to improve life on our planet.
To improve life on our
The
planet.
initiative will give rise
The
to
initiative?
the International Casa Futuro in Amatrice. The appeal is addressed to all believers and non-believers, to all people of goodwill. These communities can be formed from personal experience, association, persist to share guidelines. My father
Guidelines.
is
Guide.
part of one of these communities, which is based in the Franciscan monastery of Monte Mesma.
Va bene. Cool. Good work, Anna. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Si capisce? E acquisito le competenze per questo progetto. Anche lì potrei essere più severo, dice no, non si dice su ogni parola, però c'è la differenza tra accento e pronuncia. Siamo lì, no? Pronuncia è una cosa, accento è un'altra cosa, però adesso allora cerco Alice in sera. Dove sei? Sei arrivato quando? Ah, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's listen to. Anyway, I know that was great. That was great. You know what I mean? So obviously, I per acquisito. Obviously, you know. Well, okay. Wow, the Sputnik, the birth of the artificial satellite. How very interesting. I love I do love your, the wide range of imagination here, guys. It's really fascinating. Bye bye, Federica. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
Rebirth of artificial satellite. Sputnik 1 was the first artificial satellite in orbit in history. It was launched on October 4, 1957.
Anche per te, se voglio essere più preciso, it's launched. E occhio a queste lanced. Ok? Sapete che in italiano, scusate, rinizio, voglio sentire tutta la storia.
Rebirth of artificial satellite. Sputnik 1 was the first artificial satellite in orbit in history. It was launched on October 4, 1957, from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in today's Kazakhstan, thanks to the carrier R-7 Semyorka. In Russian, the word Sputnik means travel companion, understood as a satellite in astronomy. It was designed by the Soviet Union, also thanks to the German V-2 missiles found in the Second World War. The Sputnik program began in 1948 when it became clear the possibility of changing military missiles into vector for launching satellite. The announcement of the success of the launch was made by Radio Moscow on the night of 4 to 5 October 1957.
Bye, Matilde. Have a nice weekend.
With the launch of Sputnik 1, the Soviet Union took the United States on the break, which only on January 31, 1958, sent their first satellite, Explorer 1. The instruments aboard Sputnik 1 remained functional for 21 days. The Sputnik 1 had much simpler features than an artificial satellite today. It was in fact formed only by a pressurized aluminum sphere of 58 centimeters in radius and 4 antennas about 2.5 meters long. It burned during its return to the atmosphere on January 3, 1958. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you so much, Alice. Again, you're one of the ones that you could easily go to B1, B2. To finish scuola media con a Cambridge first ti facilita la vita dopo. Però potrei anche essere più severo con la cosa. Una cosa che ti direi a te, Alice, è take your time. Take your time. You seem to want to speak very fast. Like Sputnik 1 was the first artificial satellite in orbit in history. It was launched on October 4th, 1957. Non c'è bisogno di blah, 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 you know what I mean, to get there. I understand that you want to, show the English that you have, but just take your time, take a breath. You know what I mean? But it's great, and what an interesting story. I didn't know. To my shame, al mio vergogna, non sapevo che la prima era russo. The instruments aboard Sputnik will remain functional for 21 days. The Sputnik has much simpler features than an art. Great. You know what I mean? Obviously an A because you've acquired the skills, but again, you should be thinking, how can I speak more? Where can I find a context to speak more? I think, and again, for you, not for me. For you. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm sorry, I have to take a break. I've been at this computer all day. Devo prendere una pausa. Siamo solo in 11 e farò ho qualche cosa che facciamo. Ok, I've done Sistine Chapel. Oliver. Faccio un break adesso. Vi faccio sentire una storia di Dublino e vi faccio vedere se lo trovo. This is a story, but this is mostly the way stories are told in English. Where are we? Where are we going here? Or certainly this is the way I learned my history. È così che ho imparato la mia storia. Questa è una vecchia storia di Dublino ed è cantato. Spero che vi piace. Where are we? Here we go.
On Raglan Road of an autumn day,
Arrivo tra poco.
I saw her first and knew that her dark hair would weave a snare, that I might one day rue. I saw the danger and I passed along the enchanted way, and I said, let grief be a fallen leaf at the dawning of the day. On Grafton Street in November, we tripped lightly along the ledge of a deep ravine where can be seen the worth of passion's pledge, and the Queen of Hearts still making tarts, and I not making hay, for I love too much, and by such is happiness thrown away. I gave her gifts of the mind, I gave her the secret sign that's known to the artists who have known the true gods of sound and stone, and word and tint without stint. I gave her poems to say, with her own name there, and her long dark hair, like clouds over fields of May. On a quiet street where old ghosts meet, I see her walking now, away from me so hurriedly. My reason must allow that I have loved not as I should, a creature made of clay. And when the angel woos, the clay he'll lose his wings at the dawn of day.
Scusate, ho dimenticato il microfono. Ok guys, I'm gonna actually leave it there. Lo lascio qua perché vede, siamo in 8 e devo fare la lezione con la primaria in mezz'ora e anche voi dovete andare, immagino. Non voglio più rubare il vostro tempo per questa cosa. Vado avanti, era per spiegarvi esattamente il mio metodo. Non è che invento io o vi giudico io sul mio opinione. This is based on the Cambridge methods and the Cambridge testing. Sì, lo avevo, Chiara. Chiara, visto che ci sei ancora, facciamo il tuo. Denise, anche te. visto che avete scritto, scusate, vogliamo... sì, Chiara, ci sei? Allora ascoltiamo il tuo un attimo.
Everyone knows the story of Harry Potter, the 7 books of Joanne Rowling.
This is beautiful,
But
Chiara.
not many people knows how hard has been for her to write and publish these books.
You have a lovely expressive English, a really convolgente.
The character of Harry Potter and the world of Hogwarts had been taking up space in her head for about 5 years. Rowling walked around Edinburgh with her daughter in a stroller, then went into a cafe to write when the baby fell asleep. Harry Potter was rejected from no less than 9 different publishers in the UK.
Crazy.
Finally, got the manuscript into the hand of an agent at Bloomsbury.
Occhio, questo solo un piccolo errore. The manuscript got into the hands, not got the manuscript. Solo piccola cosa.
He asked that she use 2 initials rather than her full name, anticipating that the target of audience of young boys might not want to read a book written by a woman.
Isn't that interesting? That the marketing people thought, put the initials because non vogliono leggere da una donna. This is recent.
J stand by Joanne and K stand by Kathleen, her grandmother's name. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was released in the UK on June 3rd, 1997. The first book quickly accumulated a long list of awards in the UK, but in USA was slow to take notice. The big bookstores just weren't promoting it like hoped. It was the independent bookstores that got the book into the hand of readers that helped J.K. Rowling to make her story an international success.
Lovely work, Chiara. Lovely work. And again, potrei essere più difficile, più severo, dicendo, no, si pronuncia independent. No, anche questo errore qua. Però you have a lovely way of speaking in English, and you have a lovely, like, there's a difference between pronuncia and accent, you know? Pronuncia si corregge usando, no? Basta sbagliare 2 volte e realizzi come dicevo, independent, no? But you know, for the rest, obviously it's an A. Obviously it's an A. You know, hai acquisito le competenze che avevo proposto, and you know, and it's up to you now, Chiara, exactly how far you want to take your English while you're in Scuola Media. You know, but really good. Denise, are you still here? Can I do yours? Let's see if Denise is here. I'll do it anyway. Where are you? Did I receive it today? No, that was Andrea. I love that. There we go. Are you still here, Denise? I hope you are. I'm going to finish with this one, guys, unless anybody else is still here. Se c'è qualcuno altro che sta aspettando, loro fatemi sapere e faccio subito, se no vado avanti dopo la lezione di primaria. Mi aspettano alle 4. Immagino anche voi avete da fare.
Buongiorno, prof. The birth of the telephone. It was April 3, 1973 when Martin Cooper from a street in central New York made his first public call through a portable cell phone, the first ever, because Martin Cooper is the father of the mobile phone. The device he had invented at the beginning was far more cumbersome and heavy than today's ones, almost 1.5 kilos. The battery had an already substantial life, about 30 minutes, but the problem is that it took 10 hours to regurgitate, but that phone call was the beginning of a revolution. Born, as Cooper recalls, seeing a TV series, an episode of Star Trek, in which Captain Kirk uses a similar device, small and wireless, to communicate with his companions. What led
It's good, Denise, but you're reading as an Italian would. You know what I mean? I know, like, the story I always tell is when I was living in France, I was going to buy cigarettes and I was smoking Lucky Strike, and I say Lucky Strike. But the French guy didn't understand Lucky Strike, so every day this was this conversation. Lucky Strike, huh? Lucky Strike, questi. And then finally, after a week, 2 weeks of this, I said, Lucky Strike. And he said, Lucky Strike. Because I was saying the same words as a French person, you know? So it's just these little things, because you're English, il tuo pozzo di inglese è pieno, no? But you're using the words as an Italian would.
Cooper to the invention of the phone was not all
Using the words as an Italian is completely natural. You are Italian. I'm not criticizing that. I'm just talking about the way I'm hearing it as an anglofono, capisci?
the Star Trek episode, but also because in the late 60s, the largest telephone company had just invented a cellular network to make car
Anche qua had, non had.
phones. In November 1972, Cooper called boys and they began producing a portable cell phone. They began to show the first models and then the first commercial service also started. They understood that the potential was enormous. They knew that the key to the success of the mobile phone was wait and see. And it was clear that wireless communication would give people extraordinary freedom, the ability to talk to anyone wherever you are. And it is evident that it has had a positive impact on the life of the people. Today, we are in the era of smartphones, which is still at a very early stage. In fact, sometimes they are difficult to use. Smartphones will evolve and the revolution they can bring will be much greater because it could erase the idea of poverty, it could bring education, culture. Arrivederci.
Okay. Thank you, Denise. Like I said, you know, your English is good. You just need to, you know, take a risk is the word. You know what I mean? Raga, ma chi c'è ora? Cioè, chi stai ascoltando? Bella domanda. Volete che finisco qua? C'è qualcuno altro che vuole che faccia subito? Per curiosità, anche io sarei curioso. Si dice che siamo in 8, però Elisabetta ho paura che ci sia solo io e te. Chiara c'era, Denise c'era recentemente. Non lo so. Cosa dite? Anna, tu mi hai detto mi mandi dopo o è già mandato? No. Yeah, let's finish now, guys, because I want to. I have a lesson with the primary. Ho una lezione alle 4 con la primaria. Allora, finiamo qua. Finisco. Ci sei, Denise? Hai sentito cosa ho detto? Anoa, ci sei? Ok. Martina, ci sei? Ok, facciamo Martina e poi finisco, ok? Visto che ce l'ho davanti agli occhi.
How a chandelier is born. In Italy, the chandeliers were used in sacred places, then in inns and finally in homes to replace the candlestick. At first, the chandeliers were simple iron structures, only later were enriched with glasses and crystals, and finally from the 18th century in France, the modern chandelier was born as we know it today, which it can be realized of different materials.
Ok, Sofia, buongiorno, scusami Martina. Dopo faccio anche il tuo, ok?
Glass comes from the fusion of sand and metal oxides, which solidifies takes on the characteristics of transparency. These materials are finally matched and placed in an oven whose temperature reaches 1500 degrees. There are 4 steps for creating a glass chandelier:
For
color
steps.
preparation, chemical and added to the obtained compound the color the glass.
Here we see again, guys, there are some words you know, Martina. There's some words you recognize, so you flow through them in a beautiful, almost American sounding English. But then you get to a difficult word that, so we have to find a way to continue that flow, you know?
Comparison of the chandelier. The master blows, works and models the molten glass until the desired result. The glass is worked by skilled
Is
craftsmen
worked by
through a
skilled.
blowing barrel, some pliers and a lot of skill. Tempering the children on finish, the lamp is introduced into a cooling oven for many hours.
Hours.
Grading.
Qui vedete, aggiungete il H nel hours c'è. Lo so, l'inglese è difficile.
The cold finishing of glass throughout a diamond well to remove imperfection and make to the lamp skinning. Bye bye, Prof.
Bye bye, Martina. Have a nice weekend. Okay, same thing again. You know what I mean? Just using it more. Obviously, you're mostly intelligible, la maggioranza del tempo ti si capisce, ogni tanto ti blocchi o metti l'enfasi qualche parte, no? But this is just all getting used to it, you know? You could really, I think you have a musical ear, Martina. You have a musical ear where you can pick up on the sounds and copy them, so you can, use that, sfruttare questo per migliorare per copiare i suoni, tipo le suoni attached, worked, no? Attached. These are the words you have to get your mouth, not attached, not worked, worked, attached. Do you understand? These are the sounds you have to get used to saying. Okay, Sophia, let's do Sophia's and then we'll take a break. What do you think? Where are you, Sophia, my friend? Oh, Sophia, where are you in my emails? I can't find you anymore. There you go. Okay, let's listen to Sophia.
Hello Ray, I'm
Hello.
Sofia Malgarini.
Hiya.
This is the story of the birth of Statue of Liberty.
Beautiful. The
The
Statue
Statue
of
of
Liberty.
Liberty was inaugurated in 1886 and is located in New York from Liberty Island, overlooking the
Island.
mouth of the Hudson River and Manhattan Bay. It is the work of the French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bertholdi. Instead, and the interiors were designed by Gustave Eiffel. The materials used for the construction of the state are steel for the construction of the internal structure, copper for the external cladding, and granite for the base. The Statue of Liberty is 90 meters high and is visible up to 40 kilometers away. It represents a woman holding in one hand a torch, symbol of freedom, and in the other table on which is engraved the date of American independence. At 12 feet there are broken chains, a symbol of oppression, and in the head a crown with 7 points representing the 7 seas, the 7 continents, and the 25 windows representing the rays of paradise shining on the earth. The French wanted to build this monument to remember the relations between the two countries during the American Revolution. Initially, the state was located in France, and in 1883 it was donated to the United States of
United
America
States.
and was
Unit
transported
States.
by sea.
Die.
After the construction of the base, it was inaugurated in 1886. Bye!
Bye. Have a nice weekend, Sophia. Cool. I think you have beautiful English, Sophia. You know what I mean? And I know that you want to talk. You can hear la voglia di parlare, di esprimerti in inglese, I think you could be really good. I think you have a talent for this. But that's a bit lazy, no? United states. You tell me, mi dici te. What do you think, Sofia? Ci sei ancora? What do you think? So, obviously you have acquired those skills. So A for acquired. So obviously, you know. Dopo li metto tutti su Regel quando finisco tutti. Chi c'è? C'è qualcuno a chi non ho ascoltato che sta aspettando? Fatemi sapere. Se no faccio tutti dopo la lezione e metto il link su Regel per non tenervi ovviamente. It's the weekend. You gotta go dancing to a discotheque tonight. Forse no. Forse no. So what do I got? I've got Lelisa to listen to. I do, yes. And what else have I got? Sofia, ci sei ancora? No, non c'è più nessuno. Non c'è più nessuno. I have to listen to Ariana. I have to listen to a few more, but I'll do that in a separate video. Okay? I'm tired. You're tired. Have a nice weekend. Okay? And I will put the links to these videos in Regel. Okay, and niente. Have a nice weekend. Okay, peace to your homes, safety to your families, and okay. E ci vediamo martedì. New project on Tuesday, però vediamo. Ne parliamo martedì mattina. Ok. Ciao.